Hi, it's Warriors coach Steve Kerr, and this is Bay Area Sports Wrap. New Orleans, what a terrible happening today. So to all the victims and family members, we're all thinking about everybody with the Warriors, and just a devastating day for our country, and we're horrified and saddened and thinking about everybody there. Who wants to start?
How was practice?
It's good. It's good. Yeah, we had a day off yesterday. Good for everybody to get away a little bit and enjoy their New Year's, and then came in today and had a really good, spirited day. A lot of good energy, and we'll be ready to go tomorrow.
What, outside of just missing shots on the other day against Cleveland, what jumped out about the film?
Well, number one, they're really good. There's a reason they're 28-4, best record in the league. So they took it to us. I thought that first stretch of the third quarter was a killer. That out of bounds under allowed Mitchell to get a free look in the corner. And, in hindsight, I would have loved to have challenged it because there was an out of bounds call that went against us and should have been our ball. And wish I had challenged it. We just, we don't get the replay very quickly, and play ensues quickly, and didn't feel like a time to use your challenge. 5 seconds on the shot clock, and you kind of want to save that for the end. But in hindsight, it was an obvious missed call. Maybe I take the challenge. Maybe we win. Maybe Mitchell doesn't get going because he made the next two after that, and they broke the game open from there. But as far as our play, I just thought we got a little demoralized. I think when you're in a slump as a team, it's and you're losing games, it's your confidence is fragile, and so you really need to do everything possible to keep your energy up, keep your spirit up. But missing a lot of shots against a great team kind of took our energy from us, and we got to find a way to obviously make shots, but to keep our mojo when things aren't going well.
Steve, I know you guys. It's not on here. When you guys started off the season so well, I mean, when you look at the month of December, how do you kind of explain sort of the roller coaster you guys have been on so far?
Well, I think the losing several close games definitely hurt our confidence, and there were a lot of games in that span that we very easily could have won, maybe even should have won, and so in the course of the year, especially if you're a team that's in close games over and over again, you can have these kind of ebbs and flows with confidence and momentum and flow and mojo, like I said. So early in the season, we had a really good groove, playing fast, making a lot of shots. And then I just think schedule got harder for sure. We lost some tough ones, and we've kind of fallen back in a lot of ways. So it's up to us, it's up to me as a coach to help our guys gain that confidence and that flow back.
On a day like today, after New Year's, I know the guys are professionals, but is there anything special you do for practice knowing that the guys had a good time last night?
I'll be honest, there wasn't much of an indication that the guys did have a good time last night. Usually you can kind of tell. Our guys looked bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning. So we got a lot of shots up. We had a really fun workout, shooting games, competition, free throws, a lot of skill work and fun, and it was a good day. They got if they did have a good night last night, they were able to run it off today.
How did the shooting competitions go?
It's great. It's great. I mean, it's sometimes you just mix it up in practice and go away from your formula and do something different, and that's what today was about.
On shooting, I know you talked a little bit about Buddy the other night. He's obviously in a slump, and the track record is what it is, so you think that he'll come out of it. But as he's slumping, what's the balance between letting him ride through it versus, trying someone new in that kind of spot?
Like I said, I believe in track records. I believe in impact. I know what an impact Buddy has on our team when he's making shots. We need Buddy. So there's no thought of taking him out of the rotation. It's just about helping him find his rhythm and the whole team for that matter. And that's why, I want to keep this rotation. I want to keep this starting lineup. I want to give this group a chance to build some continuity and some momentum. And I have to help guys, both as a group and individually, find that offensive flow.
What stands out about the way Guy has approached his development, not only this season but the last couple of years in general?
Guy?
Yeah.
Guy's great. He's such a smart, tough player, a cutter, a feel player, typical international player, like really skilled, in all phases, dribble, pass, shoot. He's got good size, and he plays with really good energy. So I've been looking for moments to give him a chance. I think I did in the Clipper game last week. That was really the first time he's had a chance to make an impact, and that's tough when you haven't really had an opportunity all season. But last year he came in, helped us win some games. I know he can this year too, but there just haven't been many opportunities for him.
Quinton had his first career points the other night. What have you sensed just with his growth and what he's doing in Santa Cruz? How have you just tracked his development so far?
Yeah, love Quinton. I love what he represents for us. A space big, but he's more than that. He's a real big. I mean, when you watched him in college, the physicality around the paint, the rebounding, the ability to finish. So he's not just a pick and pop shooter, but that's part of what he can do. And the whole idea behind drafting him was to give him a lot of time in Santa Cruz and develop, because he represents something that we need on our roster. And he's doing well. He's getting better all the time, and great work ethic, great teammate. His teammates, even in a loss, the other night we gave him the game ball for his first NBA hoop, which we do for every guy who comes in here. And even after a loss, guys give him an ovation, and that happens when people really respect someone, and our guys really see how hard he's working, and he's a great young guy.
When a team is struggling defensively, I think it's kind of easy to point to effort, right or wrong. Mm-hmm. When a team just isn't hitting shots like you kind of are right now in a lot of different ways, how do you rationalize that? What do you look at?
I look at offensive flow. Are we getting good shots? Can we get better shots? You look at lineup combinations, who's playing with whom. And then sometimes you just look at the emotional side of it, the psychological side of it. All these guys are human. I know as a former player, it's really easy to get into a rut and, beat yourself up or, lose confidence. And that's all part of it too, addressing that maybe individually with guys, giving them tips and thoughts on how they can, maybe get out of a little bit of a funk. So all of the above.
On shot quality, I don't know. There might be publicly available data on it, but from your internal data, have you guys been generating the kind of shots that you want?
We're definitely shooting below expected. I mean, that number is showing up consistently. But I think on the film too, there are times where we're getting decent shots, not great shots. And if you're in a funk, you really need to get some great shots. So I think it's a combination of all that. We got to get better shots, and then as we do, and as we play better defense, we'll definitely get easier shots. I think the last 10 games we're 30th in the league in our opponent's three-point shooting. Some of that is variable. Some of that may be scheme. We have to look at all that, but it's harder to play offense when you're taking the ball out of the net for sure. So everything will help. Better defense leads to better offense, and better shot quality leads to confidence.
And I know you guys track the first 3 steps on possessions. How has that been recently? Have you seen any trends one way or another?
First halves have been better than second halves. It's interesting. We're throwing it ahead more often. We're generating better pace in the first half. You could see that the other night. Our first quarter was really good. We didn't make shots, but we still scored 27 points. felt like a quarter we could have had 38. If we had knocked down shots that were rattling in and out, and that's all part of it. But what's happening is, we're losing that pace as the game is going, and the first 3 steps are indicators of that as well.
That seems like a natural thing to get slower as a game goes on. Like, you get tired, no?
It can be. Part of the thing early in the season was we were playing shorter bursts, and we were able to maintain a high level of running. But it's natural, I think, for the game to slow down, especially late, or if guys are tired a little bit. But that's when, I got to take a timeout, or we got to make a sub, and we got to remind guys to keep the pace.
Brandon practiced today?
He did, but kind of half speed. There wasn't anything live. I would say he's doubtful for tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
This is ESPN radio announcer Mark Kestisher for Bay Area Sports Wrap. Please give us a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.